So today we are going to, in the last session, I explained about the topic matrices, and today we are going to discuss the next topic, the revision portion, that is determinants. Okay, listen. So here goes the first frame. I will provide, you know that what is the difference between matrices and determinants? You know the difference, right? We need to remember only one point. We can create a determinant only for a n matrix, n by n matrix. That means we can create determinant for square matrices only. From the matrices, we can create the determinant. From that determinant, we need to find, evaluate, like that some properties frame also we need to remember for solving these questions. Okay, so let's start discussing the frame. This is the first question. I hope you know how to evaluate the determinant frame. Here goes the first question, and I will provide time for you. After that, I will explain. Of course, you need to reply for my questions. That means you need to give the options as done in the previous class. Okay, after that I will explain the solution. Okay, so here goes the question. This is the first question. Please write the question including the option. After that, solve it. Okay, total I will provide around 1 to 1.5 minutes for solving, for writing the question as well as to find the solution. So here goes the question. Please solve it. Yes, waiting for your reply. Just type the option name A, B, C or D. That's enough. No need to write the answer. Just write the option. Okay. So let me solve. I'm not wasting the time. Listen. If 2x, determinant 2x minus 1, 4, 2 is equal to 3, 0, 2, 1, then x is. So here this is the left hand frame, and we know that how to find or how to evaluate this frame. First of all, we need to multiply in this way, 2x into 2. 2x into 2, that is 4x minus, that is a frame, right? Then from 4 to minus 1, 4 into minus 1, that is minus 4, that minus 4 plus that minus 4, and this minus becomes, minus into minus becomes plus. So 4, which is equal to, so this is the frame, value frame for this determinant, which is equal to, here also is 3 into 1, 3 minus 2 into 0, 0. Okay, this is what we are getting. After that, 4x plus 4 is equal to 3. So 4x is equal to 3 minus 4. Because on taking this plus 4 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 4. Okay, so 4x is equal to, this becomes 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. So we can say that x is equal to minus 1 by 4. We need to find the value for x, and for this question, it is minus 1 by 4. So we can say that D is the correct answer, minus 1 by 4. Is that clear, Nevin? Is that clear? Please do reply. If I want to explain this once again, for sure I will explain once again. Yes, okay. So this is the way to find the determinant frame. Okay, we need to multiply like this. Yes, from 2x to 2. So 2x into 2, that is 4x minus 4, minus of 4 into minus 1. 4 into minus 1 is actually minus 4. That minus plus, already there is a minus in this frame. So minus into minus, that becomes plus. Similarly, here also 3 into 1, 3 minus 2 into 0, that is 0. On solving, you will get x is equal to minus 1 by 4. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, this was a simple question. Let's try to solve a 3 by 3 frame. This is the question. Please solve it and find the answer. Okay, so you are saying that the answer is option A. Let me check. Listen, I am going to solve this. Okay. First of all, you know how to frame this, which is equal to, first of all, I am considering 6 into, when we consider 6, we need to neglect that row and that column that includes the value 6. So I am neglecting the first row and first column because I considered the value 6. Then after that, we need to consider this 4 to find the remaining frame. So 1 into 3, 3 minus 1 into 4, 4. Next, after that, we know that in this frame, when we are expanding along the first row, the frame is that if the first frame is positive, the second is negative, and the third frame is positive. So minus 0 into When we consider 0, we need to ignore that first row and the second column, right? After that, 2, 1 and 4, 3 are there. Since it is multiplied by 0, we know that on solving, you will get the frame as 0. But I am solving it completely, listen carefully. So if I am considering 0, I am neglecting the first row and the second column. So 2 into 3 is 6 minus 1 into 4, 4. Next, the sign will be plus, because when we are expanding along the first row, it is plus, minus, then it is plus. So plus, but here we know that it is minus 1, that plus into minus, this becomes minus 1 into. Yes, when we consider minus 1, we need to ignore the third column as well as the first row. Okay, so after that, the remaining frame is 2, 1, 1, 1. Here also 2 into 1, 2, minus 1 into 1, 1. Yes, which is equal to 6 into 3 minus 4, that is minus 1, minus this becomes 0, right? So 0 minus 1 into 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this becomes minus 6 minus 1. What is minus 6 minus 1? That is minus 7. So for this question, A is the correct answer, and you said it correctly, that is minus 7 is the correct answer. Very good. Okay, I hope it is clear. Since you got the answer, I am not wasting the time. So please note this. After that, let's move on to the next question. If anyone who is watching the recorded version of this frame, please pause this and note this. Okay, so I am moving on to the next question without wasting the time. Here goes the next question. Very important question. Write the question, please. Okay, Trisha saying that it is B. Okay, let me explain. Listen carefully. Here, you should know the property frames. You know, we have around 6 to 7 properties that we need to by heart when we are dealing with this determinant, or we need to understand the property frame to solve the question based on the determinant, right? So properties are applied to solve the questions quickly. So for that, we are using the property frame. I am using a property frame for finding the answer. Listen carefully. Here we know that let A be a square matrix. I don't know what is the square matrix. I am considering A is equal to the square matrix. I am just considering the element as A, B, C, D, small letter A, B, C, D. If that is the situation, if A is a square matrix and the elements in the matrix A is small letter A, B, C, D, then for sure determinant A will be determinant A, B, C, D, correct? Then after that, listen, if I am multiplying K with the matrix A, then what happens? This becomes Ka, Kb, Kc and Kd, because this is what we call as scalar multiplication, right? If we are getting a value K and if we are multiplying that with a matrix A, then becomes Ka, Kb, Kc, Kd. From this, we can find what is determinant K. Okay, we got Ka is equal to Ka, Kb, Kc, Kd, right? So determinant K is equal to determinant Ka, Kb, Kc and Kd. Okay, now listen. What I am going to do is, I am taking K from the first row, or you can consider from the first column also. If I am taking K, then I am taking K here. Also, I am taking a K from the second row. Then we know that by a property named, what is the property name? The name of the property number is property 4, and the property 4 says that if each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant K, then its value gets multiplied by K. You know the property, that is property number 4. I am using that logic to find the frame. That means if we are considering a constant K, we can consider that for a particular column or a particular row only. So here I am taking that K from this frame, first row. So I am taking that K over here. Next again I am taking a K from the second row. So into K. If there is a third row or a third column, we need to take that value also. Then we need to multiply in such a frame. I hope you know the property. I am using that property frame to frame this. I hope it is clear, right? So K into K into this becomes A, B, C, D. Because the first K I took from the first row or first column, you can consider like in that way also. And the second K I took from the second. So K into K, it is K square, correct? So k square into determinant ABCD. What is determinant ABCD? That is determinant A. So k square into determinant A. That means simply we can say like this. Then Ka is equal to on solving it is k square into determinant A. K square into determinant A. So option B is the correct answer. I hope it is clear for you, Nevin. Trisha got the correct answer, and I want to ask to Nevin. Is that clear, Nevin? Okay. So please write this. After that, we can move on to the next question. Next question is very, very important question. So please note this, please. You should by heart the properties, or you should know the properties for solving the determinant based question in a quicker way. Okay. So please do go through the properties. All the properties are very, very important. So here we applied property number 4 to frame like this. Remember. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Here goes the question, a very important question. Not this, very, very important. Okay. So this is the question. I will provide 30 seconds time for you. After that, I will explain. Give a try. Maybe it is little difficult for you. Just give a try. After that, I will explain for sure. So let me explain. I am not wasting the time. A very good question. Listen. This is the question. Let f of x is equal to determinant cos x, 2 sin x, 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 1, 2x, x. Then limit x tends to 0, f of x by x square is equal to, that's a question. Okay. Here, we need to understand that f of x is given, a determinant is given. We should first of all frame this, or we need to find this f of x to reach the final frame, because we need to apply that f of x in the limit frame, because clearly given limit x tends to 0 f of x by x square. So for this f of x we require a determinant evaluated value, right? So we should find that. Of course we can apply the property frame to evaluate this determinant, but I am not solving that way. To make it clear for you, I am just directly applying the same frame, the same determinant evaluation frame that you all know, right? I am not using a property frame. Listen carefully the way I am explaining. Yes, first of all, let's solve this determinant. So cos x into, if I am considering the first, if I am expanding along the first row, then if I am considering cos x, I need to neglect the first row as well as the first column. After that, x into x, x square, minus 2x into x, that is 2x square. Because x into x is x square, only 2 is there, right? Then next sign is minus, then we need to consider 2 sin x. So we need to neglect the first row as well as the second column. Then x into x, x square, minus x into 1, x, plus the third one is sin x, the bracket. We need to neglect the first row and the third column. So x into 2x, that is 2x square, minus x in 1 into x, that is x. So we need to simplify it to frame the final frame. Listen. So cos x into x square minus 2x square, that is minus x square itself. Okay. Minus, here we need to remember that it is 2 sin x into x square, and we need to open this. I am opening this. Listen carefully. Yes, I am on opening this. We are getting 2 sin x into x square. It is 2x square sin x. To make it clear, I am considering this x square here, because if we consider it, maybe you may think that it is an angle of sine. That's why I consider like x square. After that, minus into minus, that is plus. So 2x into sin x. Okay. Here also plus sin x, 2x square into sin x, plus into minus minus x sin x. Okay. As you can see here, this is minus x square cos x Here as you can see, this is minus 2x square sin x and this is plus 2x square sin x. We can easily cancel these two. Then after that, 2x sin x and minus x sin x. Simply think like this, 2x sin x minus 1x sin x. So 2 minus 1, that is 1 itself. So plus x sin x, that is a free. So finally we got f of x. Yes, we got f of x is equal to minus x square cos x plus x sin x. So next frame is we need to apply in this frame, and we know that clearly given limit x tends to 0, f of x by x square is the frame, and that is what we need to find, right, which is equal to limit x tends to 0. In place of f of x, we can write like, and we know that we can split this f of x function in limit, right? So I am splitting and solving this as minus x square cos x by this x square plus limit x tends to 0, x sin x by x square, because we can consider the denominator for both the frame, right? So after that, listen, we can cancel this x square and x square. So this becomes limit x tends to 0 minus cos x plus here we can cancel this x and this square. Now listen carefully. I am applying the limit. So limit x tends to 0. So I am putting x is equal to 0. What is cos 0? Cos 0 is actually 1. Since there is already a negative sign, this becomes minus 1 plus. And we already studied when we deal with the topic limits and derivatives, we know that limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is, it's a standard result, that is 1 itself. So minus 1 plus 1. What is minus 1 plus 1? That gives the answer as 0. Okay. So for this question, A is the correct answer, that is 0. Good, Nevin. If you approach it in this way, okay, that's good, very good. Is that clear for Trisha? Okay. Please note this. Notify me after completely writing this. After completing this, please notify me. Then only I can move on to the next question. Yes, moving on to the next question. I hope all of you have completed. So please do respond through the chats. That's the only medium for us to communicate. Please, everyone should respond through my chat, through the chat box. Then only I can understand you are watching this. Okay, you are solving this. That's the only medium. So after completing, please reply that you completed. I'm patiently waiting for your reply. Yes, Trisha replied that's completed. Okay, thank you. Okay, Gangesh also completed. Okay, right. Anyone? Other than Trisha, Gangesh and Nevin? So I think you completed this. Let's move on to the next question. Here goes the question, another good question. Please write the question. You should write the question as well as the option. After that, you need to solve. Okay, please. If you wrote the question, please do solve and reply with the option name A, B, C or D if you are getting the answer. I will provide 1 more minute. After that, I will explain. Do it quickly. Since the questions are a little tough, we are taking more time. We have only 1 hour time. Within that time, we need to revise the maximum number of questions that we can in this schedule. Okay, time up. I will explain. Listen. A and B are invertible matrices. Okay, A and B are invertible matrices of the same order such that determinant AB, the whole inverse, is equal to 8. If determinant A is equal to, then determinant B is. That's actually very easy to find. Listen, the first condition here it is given that A and B are invertible. First of all, clearly given. After that, determinant AB, the whole inverse. That means what they mean is determinant AB, the whole inverse. This is clearly given as the value 8. and also determinant A is 2, we need to find what is determinant B. Okay. Since it is inverse, we can write like this 1 by determinant AB, correct, which is equal to 8. And we all know that the product of AB determinant we can split in this way, that is 1 by determinant A into determinant B. We can split like this. Should remember that, which is equal to 8. Okay, we can split AB determinant AB like determinant A into determinant B. Both are equal. Okay, so after that we know what is determinant A. Determinant A is 2. So we can write like this 1 by 2 into determinant B is equal to 8. Since we need to find determinant B, I am crossing this, or I am taking this determinant B to the right hand side. So, and I am taking this 8 to the left hand side. So, this becomes 1 by 2 into 8, which is equal to determinant B. So, the final answer, what is determinant B? Determinant B is equal to 1 by, what is 2 into 8? That is 16. So, 1 by 16 is the correct answer. So, for this question, D is the correct one. Okay. 1 by 16, not this. I hope it is clear for Gangesh. Nevin, you got the correct answer. I hope Gangesh got the correct logic. Right, Gangesh? Okay. Solve it quickly and notify me. Then only I can move on to the next question. Speed up. Please do notify me. If I change the slide instantly, maybe for someone it will be difficult for you to note. Maybe difficult for you to note. That's why I am asking, if completed, please do notify me. Okay, Trisha completed. Okay, Gangesh also completed. Right, I hope everyone completed this. So let's move on to the next question. Here goes the question. Solve it. Actually, it's an easy question. Just apply the determinant frame to find the answer. Solve it and let's see who will answer this first. Okay, Gangesh. Very good. Okay, let me solve. Easy question, right? So, I am solving this. Listen, we need to multiply in this frame first of all. A plus IB into A minus IB. We need to think like this. It's similar to A plus B into A minus B. What is A plus B into A minus B? And we know the identity, it is A square minus B square. I am applying that logic. Okay, A square, so A square minus, in place of B it is IB, so IB square. A square minus B square. On crossing this, this is A plus B into A minus B, so A square minus B square, minus the next frame I am putting a bracket because a negative sign is there, right, when we are finding the determinant. So here C minus ID into C plus ID. Here also the same frame, A plus B into A minus B. So C square minus ID the whole square. Okay, listen, which is equal to A square. And we know that I square is equal to minus 1. The value of I is minus 1. We know the complex number frame. So the value of I means iota. The value of iota, it is minus 1. Right? So minus into minus, this becomes plus, and B square, it is B square. Because remember that the value of I is equal to minus 1. I hope you all gone through the topic complex numbers and quadratic equation in your class 11. So if you know this, it is very easy to find, right? Minus. On opening this, this becomes C square minus into minus plus ID the whole square. So after that, again I am writing A square plus B square minus C square. Here again I square into D square. What is I square? I square, the value is minus 1. So minus into plus, minus, and D square, that is D square itself. So we got the final answer, that is A square plus B square minus C square minus D square. Let's see which is the correct one. A square plus B square, A square plus B square minus C square minus D square. So B is the correct one. I hope all of you got it. Okay, Gangesh and Trisha replied for my replied for this, and they got the correct answer. Very good. So for the others, please note this. What we can understand from this frame, they can ask the determinant frame question based on many topics. In the previous frame, we had applied the limit frame, right? Here we are applying the complex frame. Okay, there is a chance for these type of questions also. If you know that topic, then we can solve using the determinant frame for this content. So there is a chance for asking these type of questions in the examination. So be careful. You need to know all the topic frames to solve the question based on determinants. Okay, so please note this. The next we are dealing with trigonometric based frame. So I am changing the question without wasting the time. Here goes the question number 7. Evaluate a trigonometric based question. Solve it and tell me the answer. Okay, let me solve. Easy question, right? Now listen, I can apply the trigonometry equation frames to find the answer for the question, but I am directly using the table frame to find the answer. Listen, determinant. What is sine 30? The value of sine 30 is 1 by 2. What is cos 30? It is root 3 by 2. What is sine 60? Sine 60, the value is root 3 by 2. Since there is a negative sign, this becomes minus root 3 by 2. And what is cos 60? Cos 60 is actually 1 by 2. So on solving this, you will get the frame, right? So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2? That is 1 by 4 minus root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. Minus into plus, this becomes minus into plus, that is minus. So that minus plus, here already there is a negative sign, right? So that minus into minus, this becomes plus. So root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. Root 3 into root 3, that is 3, and 2 by 2, that is 4. So the denominator is 4, numerator we can add. So 4 by 4, as a result of that, you will get the answer as 1. So A is the correct answer. Okay, Trisha and Gengesh replied for this, and you got the correct answer 1. Note this. After that, I will shoot out the next question. Okay, the next question. Here goes the next question. Solve it quickly and tell me the answer. Direct question, simple question. Solve it. Okay, let me solve. So we need to solve this determinant. It's a 3 by 3 frame determinant, and I am expanding along the first row, right? So listen, first row means this frame. So 1 into, since I considered 1, I need to neglect this first row and the first column. So after that, 1 minus 3, 4 and 9 is there. So these are the 4 numbers next we need to consider, right? So I am crossing this. 1 into minus 9, that is minus 9, minus 4 into minus 3, that is minus 12. That minus into this minus, this becomes plus, so 12. I will repeat that once again. 1 into minus 9, that is minus 9. Minus, already there is a negative sign. Here 4 into minus 3 is actually minus 12. That minus into, here already there is a minus. So minus into minus becomes plus. That's why it is plus 12. Next, we know that we need to consider a minus sign. After that, I am considering the second frame. So I am rubbing these two. Next 1. If I am considering 1, I need to neglect this frame and this frame. So we need to consider these 2 frames to find the answer. Yes, minus 1 into 2 into minus 9. 2 into minus 9, that is minus 18, minus 5 into minus 3. 5 into minus 3, that is minus 15. That minus into this minus, this becomes plus. So plus 15. Next, after that, the third one, that is minus 2. Already there is a plus sign here. That plus into this minus becomes minus. So minus 2 into. Okay. Here we need to neglect this frame and this frame. So the remaining 4 terms are there. I need to multiply like this. 2 into 4, that is 8, minus 5 into 1, 5. Okay. Yes. Listen, which is equal to 1 into minus 9 plus 12, that is plus 3 itself. So 1 into 3 minus 1 into minus 18 plus 15. Minus 18 plus 15, that is minus 3. So minus 3 minus 2 into 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5, that is 3. So on solving 1 into 3, that is 3. minus into minus plus, 3 into 1, 3, minus 3 into 2, 6. So 3 plus 3, 6, 6 minus 6, 6 minus 6, we will get the answer as 0. So on looking into the option, we can't see the answer. So then for sure, none of this, because the answer is 0. So D is the correct answer. Okay, right. So D is the correct answer. Trisha, Nevin and Gengesh answered it correctly, and that is option number D. Very good. Note this. The remaining students, please note this. After that, I will change the question. Okay, changing the question. Next question. Here goes the question. Please write this. I am giving a small clue. You can apply, you can expand this frame to find the value. At the same time, you can apply the property frame to find the value. If you are applying the property frame, comparatively, it will be a less time consuming procedure if you are taking the property frame. Or of course, you can expand this to find the answer. That may be a time consuming frame. You can choose anyone to find the answer. Do it. I will provide 1 minute for you. Okay, property get deleted from the examination. So if that is a condition, solve it in the normal way. Okay, if property is not there for your examination, just neglect it and apply the direct frame to find the answer. Okay, let me explain. Listen, I will explain this. Listen carefully. I am not applying the property. Actually, if property is there, comparatively that will be an easier method, but property is not there, so I am applying the direct frame. Listen. So 1 into, right? Listen, CA into, it's a lengthy procedure, you need to solve this, CA into, this is actually what I am going to do is, first of all, I just expand this, after that we will find the answer. So which is equal to 111 BC CA AB, and after that this is on opening, this is AB plus AC, and this is BC plus BA, and this is CA plus CB. Okay. Now listen. So 1 into CA into CA plus CB minus CA into CA plus CB minus AB into BC plus BA. That is the first frame, correct? It's a lengthy frame actually, but we need to solve this in a way. That's why they are providing the property frame. But since the property is not there, this is the only way to expand. Okay. Then next, minus BC into. When we consider BC, we need to neglect this one and this one. So 1 into CA plus CB minus 1 into BC plus BA. On opening, this becomes BC minus BA, correct? Since the negative sign on opening with negative, this is minus BC minus BA. I hope it is clear. Then last one, plus AB plus AC into. If I am considering this, we need to neglect this first row and third column. Then this becomes AB minus AC. So these are the 3 frames, correct? So I am expanding this, which is equal to 1 into CA into CA, that is CA square, right? So this is C, I am considering like this, C square A square plus, on multiplying, this is C square AB. Okay, here minus AB BC. So B square AC, okay, minus into plus minus A square B square, correct? AB into AB, A square B square. Next here, Here CA, CB minus BC minus BA. No common to subtract or add. So I am opening this. On opening minus BC into CA. This becomes C square into AB, right? Minus into C square into AB. Next minus into plus minus. Yes, BC into CB. BC into CB means C square B square, right? Minus C square B square or B square C square. B square C square. Minus into minus, that is plus B square C square. Here also this is actually this is BC and BC. We can cancel this, right? So I am cancelling this. No need to write this step. I am just cancelling this. Okay, because plus BC minus BC, we can cancel that. Correct. Okay. Then after that, minus into minus, that is plus BC into BA, that is B square AC. Here, this is A plus B. This is similar to A plus B into A minus B, because AB, AB, AC, AC. What is A plus B into A minus B? It is A square minus B square. Let's see what we can do. So, plus A square C square and minus A square C square. C square AB plus C square AB minus C square AB. Minus B square AC minus B square AC plus B square AC. Minus A square B square plus A square B square. As a result of that, the final frame, you will get this as 0. So, we can say that for this question, A is the correct answer. 0 is the correct answer. Okay, now this. I hope it is clear. Please do reply. I want to know whether this is clear or not. I want to know that. Everyone should reply. What I explained is clear or not. I want to know that. Just reply with yes or no. If it is clear, just reply yes. If not, no. Only Nevin and Trisha replied for me. I want to know the reply from everyone. If you feel that it is difficult, I will explain this once again, because this is a very important question. So, let me take the next question that is important for you. Yes, this is the question. The remaining portions are based on the property frame. That is why I excluded. So, this is the question. If for any 2 by 2 square matrix, spelling mistake is there, square matrix, A into at J is equal to matrix 8008, then the value of determinant A is. Yes, listen, I will explain. If for any 2 by 2 square matrix A into at J is equal to matrix 2 by 2 matrix 8008, then the value of A is, that is what we need to find, correct? The value of A. Listen, we know that when we studied the topic determinants, we discussed a frame like this. A into adjoint A, that means A into adj, adjoint A is equal to, we know the frame, that is determinant A into I. I hope you all know this. A into adj is equal to determinant A into I. Okay, if you know this, it is very easy. And we know that A into adj, what is A into adj? That is 8008, that is A into adj, which is equal to, determinant A is actually unknown, into I, that is identity matrix. Since it is a 2 by 2 matrix, the identity matrix will be 1001. Listen, in order to frame this 8008, since this is an identity matrix, the value of determinant A should be 8. Then only on multiplying 8 with this identity matrix, you will get 8008. That means on scalar multiplication, in order to get 8008, the determinant value, this value should be 8. Then only this becomes 8 into 1, 8, 8 into 0, 0, 8 into 0, 0, 8 into 1, 8. Correct? So, we can say that for this frame, the value of the determinant A, by directly looking into it, we can say that it is option A, 8. I hope it is clear. So, we should know that determinant A into I is equal to adj into A. Okay, so A into adj is equal to determinant A into I. So, you should remember this to find the answer for the question. Please note this, very important. So, it is time to wind up the session. Please note this quickly. I hope it is completed. Please do reply. Completed? Yes, okay. So, let me wind up the session. I hope this session is clear. Please go through all the portions. Very, very important. Of course, you should remember the frames, that is to find the area of a triangle also. That means you need to remember the frame, that is half into, to find the area of a triangle, half into x1, y1, sorry, x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, 1, 1, 1. Based on this frame also, there is a chance for asking questions. This is the area for a triangle, right? You need to remember this determined frame to find the answer for the question. You need to remember that also to find the answer for the question. Of course, the collinear frame also. Collinearity means if three points are on the same line, collinear. So if that is the situation, the area of the triangle will be 0. Remember that also. Okay, I hope you have gone through all these frames. Please revise it very carefully. All the portions are very important, and these two topics, metrics and determinants, are very easy to follow. I hope this session is clear. I am going to wind up this session. Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy learning.